Meditation, the description of what the aim is and how to achieve it. The aim. The aim is to come to peace, come to aliveness, be dynamically and fully alive, but peaceful. Peaceful means not being bothered by stuff, not getting uptight. This is the aim. To free oneself of the limitations of our thoughts, our beliefs, our habits. Our nature is that we are unlimited. The ego creates limitations. I believe I'm this and this. That means I'm not this or this. It's limited. The nature is infinite. In practical terms, the aim is to free oneself of the torments of the ego. The things that bind us, that control us, that prevent us from feeling peace, joy, easiness of being. Infinite oneness and strength and power. All of these things, they're limited. They're limited by our habitual thoughts and emotions, our opinions, our self-image. And not only that, but also we prevent ourselves from achieving it by allowing the mind to chatter, the monkey mind as it's called. So all of these things prevent us from being at peace, at one. At one means infinite, of course. This is the aim of the meditation. In practical terms, to discover how to do that, to free oneself of these habitual behaviors. Freeing ourselves of these habitual behaviors, what's left? What's left is peace, joy, oneness, aliveness. Sounds good, doesn't it? Okay, we'll do it. How do we do it? We use perhaps some images, some techniques to help us get there. The technique is just a vehicle. We use it for a short time. We don't attach to the technique. We use techniques of observation of the world, our body, which is the world, part of the world. Observation of our mind. So in that sense, you become the observer. But then we let go of identification with being the observer. That's also perhaps a limitation. So we use these techniques of observation. We notice ourselves. We notice how it is that we limit ourselves. All of the limitations we can feel as tensions. The force that limits us, of course, it's a force. There's a tension involved. So we use the technique of observing our body and our mind, observing the tensions and letting them go. Simple. Maybe not so easy to let go, but the most important thing is that we understand that they are arbitrary. They are created. We've created these limitations ourselves. They're just a behavior. They're just something that we do. My emotional reactions, it's not me. It's simply my behavior. My thoughts are not me. I can change my thoughts. Okay? It's a thought. My beliefs, likewise, they're not me. They are my beliefs. My self-image is not me. My name is not me. It's just what I name myself. My image is just what I create. Okay? So we understand that all these things, that's not me, that's not me. Who am I? Okay? We feel what we are when we stop identifying with these things like that. Identify. When we're identifying with these things that we've created, when we're holding on to them, we're not able to come to peace, come to oneness, come to Wu-Chi, come to the infinite. We hold this, it's tense. And it's a limitation. I am this. That means I'm not everything else. When in experience you can feel that you are everything. Okay, so that's one point. Understanding that my body is just a pile of reactions, of opinions, of thoughts and emotions, beliefs, positions that I hold. That's my body. We can put it that way. It's an image, but it's not me. And we are capable of changing these habitual thoughts and emotions, opinions. We're capable of changing that. It's perhaps not easy. It's simple, but perhaps not easy. It takes a lot of practice. Okay. We can do that. You can do that. When the practice is correct and you correctly do it, then you achieve the result. So that's the first step. Stopping identifying with what we think is me, but is not actually me. Okay, you're already free. In this moment of identification, you're free. But of course, your habits, they're insidious, they're strong. And unless you're living fully consciously every moment, then you're going to repeat your limiting reactions, behaviors. Okay, so what do? We live consciously. We practice. We do the awareness practice, and then that teaches us something. It shows us how to be like that. Good. And then we try and be like that. We try and hold it again. And gradually, we become capable of being like that more often. And when our reactions arise, we become more capable of noticing that and realizing, okay, it's not me. I don't have to react like that. I don't have to limit myself like that. So gradually, with practice, with diligent application, you achieve a good result. You become more free. And then in the meditative processes, the processes of conscious awareness, you can have the moments when you experience something profound, Okay, something indescribable perhaps. Okay? And we become consciously aware of these experiences. Consciously aware. Become consciously able to generate the state of consciousness in which we have experience of being free, even though it's momentary, even if only for a moment. Once we become consciously aware of it, we know, I can be this. So the aim, free oneself of the habits of behavior, thought, emotion, reaction, belief that are limiting us, and let ourselves become the unlimited. That's the aim. And what do you get when you become the unlimited? You're not limited by your opinions. You're not limited by your fears. You're not limited by your judgments. You're not limited by your desires, by your getting offended. You can become free of these things. This is what you gain. Okay, so that's the aim. Technique. The technique I will describe in meditation, I will first describe it now as well. Technique, observe and let go. Let go. How do we do this? In the Tai Chi warm-up, for example, and all of these body exercises that I give, you learn to feel your body more, become more present in the body, take the mind away from your thoughts, simply give your attention to feeling your body. And we use a soft mind. We use the understanding that, it's good to be here. We have a soft, easy attitude to ourselves and to life. And with this soft mind, the body can soften. We bring our awareness, conscious awareness, into the body and let go of the tensions. The body becomes more alive, more open, more alive. So, the really important thing there is the right attitude. Like, don't worry, be happy. From the famous song. Like, okay, I choose to feel good. I choose that it's good to be here right now. Do that right now. Where are you right now? Listening to this. Choose to be present here in your body, in this room, and feel good. I like it. You don't have to want anything. Just, okay, I choose that it's good just to be. Be alive. This is my life. This is your life. This moment, right now. Do it now. Don't wait until you're nearly dead. Do it now. Choose to be present and okay. Yes, you've got troubles. We've got troubles in our lives. We put them aside. We say, okay, I've got troubles. Put them there, and right now, here, I choose to be happy. Choose to feel good being here. I'm going to find my strength, my peace, my joy, and then I'll deal with my problems. Because I'll be more resourced. I'll be able to. Okay? So the first thing is the choice. Choose. We can phrase it like this also. I am not a victim of circumstance. I'm not a victim of life. So we have to choose to get out of victimhood. Okay, maybe the conditions of life were terrible. And the result of that for you is difficult. Inability to trust love, for example. Yeah. Heavy, difficult. Maybe so. But nevertheless, we can choose. We make the choice. I want to free myself from being the victim. I want to be able to see it and go, okay, it's like that. It was like that. We can change our attitude to it. Choose to become master of yourself in this way. So the important thing is to make the choice. And then, once having made the choice, we use the techniques, the understandings, and we achieve a result. So first is the choice. Here, I choose to feel good. Even if I don't feel good yet, I choose to feel good. My life is full of trouble, terrible circumstances perhaps. Okay. I choose to find the way to be not a victim of that. No matter how bad it was, or is, or will be, I choose to be able to be okay in myself. Choice. That's the number one step. And without that, there's no success. You make the choice now doesn't mean you've achieved it. Freedom, it comes gradually, but it's dependent upon the choice. Great. So if you want to, you choose right now. Right now. I choose to be not the victim. I choose to be the master of myself. I choose to feel good. I choose to find my inner peace, or inner joy, my strength. I choose to find it and not be ground down by circumstance of life. Choose. Good. What's next? I can do it. Not just choosing, but knowing that you can. Okay, how are you going to believe that? Every person is capable of becoming free. It requires application, diligence. It requires the choice. Then it requires diligent application. Every person is capable. You. You might think that others can, but I can't. This is common to think that. Just hear it from me, understand that it's common to think that, and it's not true. So, you can do it. You can become free. Imagine being free. Great. Number one, I choose. Number two, I can do it. You can do it because I'll show you the technique or a technique that can lead you to freedom. So, I can do it. I have the means. I chose, and here is the way to do it. That's number 2. Number 3, I will do it. This is your determination. This is your collecting of your energy. I do it. Your determination, your decision in action. You chose, but now you must do. Okay? That means you do it. That means you find the technique that works, and you do it. And you do it, and you do it. Because remember, I already said, all day, every day, we practice our bad habits. Okay? Understand that, recognize it, and stop doing it, or do it less, but we must practice the good habit. The good habit of choosing, I'm not a victim. The good habit of letting go of the tensions of our emotions, our reactions. Letting go of the tensions of our opinions, being opinionated. Technique of letting go, feeling and letting go, being aware of ourselves. Conscious awareness of ourselves and our bad habits. Feeling the tensions of them and letting go. As I said, as we do in the Tai Chi warm-up, the body exercises, we learn to stop thinking about other stuff, start feeling the body, soft mind, feeling the tensions and letting go. Number 3, do it. I choose, I can, I will do it. Okay, now in this meditative technique, there's these 2 different aspects of it. It's the objective, the subjective. We use an object, like we're going to feel the body, the object, and let go of tension. Later, we can open the eyes, we can see the world. We can see how it is that normally when we look, we see something. What do we see? All our associations, our preferences. I like this, I don't like this. We see our memories. All of that subconsciously comes. Our reactions to that very thing that you can look at now in your room. See something. And notice that you've got so many opinions and judgments about everything. So, just as we practice feeling the body and letting go of the tension, we will practice seeing and not judging, seeing and not reacting. Great. Technique to observe something, body or the world, and let go of judgment. That's the objective. Subjective. When I do that, letting go, what do I feel? In the subjective, we are just being consciously aware. But our conscious awareness is not limited by all of those judgments and reactions. We consciously allow ourselves to feel what is there when we stop tensing to all of these reactions from them all. We consciously allow ourselves to feel what there is left there. And that is the Wu Chi, the infinite. In the meditations, you will at times have various experiences. You might feel stillness, infinite stillness. You might feel that. You might feel peace. You might feel lightness. You might feel like everything disappears and there's just what? Infinite nothingness. You will have experiences. Let yourself have them. Just notice. The infinite nothingness, this raises the question of fear. The ego fears being nothing. You're going to experience perhaps being nothing. And your ego might get frightened. Even though we've put it aside, it might wake up and get frightened. You might feel the nothingness of being, the emptiness of being. This is a core problem of humanity. The experience of being nothing, the experience of being empty, the experience of being not one. And because of this, people distract themselves all the time. Watch a movie, watch YouTube, all the social media. Do something, if only to stop yourself from feeling the terrible emptiness of being. Do you feel that sometimes? Are you afraid of that? You know it's there, ready to torment you. Okay, what do? You feel the emptiness. Observe it. You feel the fear. Observe what happens in your body. It goes tight in your stomach or in your chest, for example. You observe it, you go, okay, it's interesting. You don't let yourself be it. You feel it arising, and you don't let yourself succumb to it. So, okay, my body is afraid, but that's not me. We remember this technique, this understanding of not identifying with our behaviors. This is your reaction. You got the experience of emptiness or fear of nothingness, ingrained in you by early life experiences or by religious philosophies or anything. It's not you. It's just another layer of conditioning. When you stop letting yourself be the fear that rises, the fear just dissolves. The technique, observe it, know that it is not you. Know that it is just a fear that you've learned. It's a learnt reaction. Knowing that gives you power. You stop identifying with it. You start observing it. Okay. Like this. And doing that allows you to feel being one, not being the emptiness, but being the oneness. Okay, that's technique. So there's the objective, the subjective. Let's return to that theme. We use the objective, the observing and letting go, observing and letting go. What we're observing is our reactions and letting them go and letting them go until we don't have reactions. We might achieve that. Able to open eyes and not react. And then you let yourself be the subjective. Feel what it is to be this. You take your attention away from the object. In practice, you can be both at once. Observing, letting go, and feeling. Okay, so this is to understand technique and the pitfalls, the problems, the potential problems. The meditation will last for more than 20 minutes. Why is this? Because it takes time. It takes time for the brain waves to settle out of the more anxious 30 hertz or something like that, called beta brain waves. Out of that down to the alpha, which is more contemplative, more calm. And out of that, deeper and even deeper. In deep sleep, you've got the delta brain waves. We can achieve that. Being awake, being conscious, the mind becomes very deep. Calm, that is. Why does it become calm? Because you stop reacting. Simple. So we stop reacting and calm. Stop reacting and calm. Deeper and deeper. And when the brain waves settle like this, when we come deeper into the calm, then we're capable of having experiences that are more profound. More being one. It's not possible when the brain is very busy. Thus, this just takes time. So, the meditation is no shorter than 20 minutes. 30, 40 minutes is good. If you learn, for example, transcendental meditation, 20 minutes twice a day. If you learn Vipassana meditation, 40 minutes twice a day. It's the recommendation. So you understand that just meditating for 5 minutes is not so effective. If you're already calm, if you're already in a good state, and you already know the technique, then 5 minutes can get you very deep, of course. But now this meditation, it's going to extend beyond 20 minutes. Okay. Now we'll do the meditation